Alright, so hello my people. This is so weird for me because I usually don't do tutorials using my voice, but a lot of you wanted to know how I achieved the wooden look for the coffin that I did for day 23 of the Drawing Challenge. And I'm going to do a quick tutorial today. As you can see, my nail already has a brown base laid down. That is so when I do the wooden plank effect, I don't have to worry about the marble drag having to be perfect. First, you can use any base coat you want. I used the Venalisa one. And because I wanted to simulate individual planks, drag that about the size that I want my planks to be. Same here. So with this, I'm going to avoid for the colors to like blend and bleed into each other. That way when I divide my planks, it'll be a little bit cleaner. You're not going to cure this just yet. So before placing the base coat on the nail, you're going to want to have your palette ready. So I'm going to use a darker brown. I'm going to lay this down twice because I want this to be more brown than anything. Then I'm going to use kind of like a nude color. Place that right there. Oops, it's no biggie. And then, because I want this to have some contrast so it could look like the wood grain finish, I am going to place some white in between my browns. Now you're going to take a brush like this one or something you can drag across the colors, and you're going to pick up each color. You can dab some off. And then we're going to go down that line that we did with the base coat. You're just going to go down. You can swirl it a little bit so it could look like the knotted wood. And you can go over that until you're happy, but try not to go over it too much because it can get muddy. So same thing, you're going to pick up some more. Drag it down. Now because we have the base coat, that's going to keep on blooming. And it's going to make it look way more interesting when it's done blooming. So now we're going to go ahead and cure this in the lamp. Full cure. 60 seconds for mine. That is cured. So we're going to go in with our base coat again and get the two missing planks. So remember, this doesn't have to be super neat. And that is the beauty of this design. Alright, same thing. Place it and just keep dragging, dragging, dragging. If you want a little knot, swirl it around. Keep dragging. Here we go again. If you want to add a little more texture to anything, you just go in with your drag marble, colors, and bring it down. To add a little more dimension, I just take whatever is left on my palette, more white than anything, and I drag it down. You see? And that looks like wood already. We're going to give it another full cure for 60 seconds. We're going to wipe it down with some, I use 90% alcohol. And in the coffin that I did for the drawing, I have a plank going across the planks that we already made. So to achieve that, I'm just going to take some more base coat and do the same thing. If you wanted a little diagonal, you just place it on a diagonal form. This will ensure that the marble will stay in the base that we have down. So make sure you can see where you place your base coat and then bring it across. You can go up and down here, it doesn't matter because it's gonna look like wood regardless. This is so effortless, it really doesn't matter what you do. Again, full cure, 60 seconds. Take a dark brown. I don't have a super dark brown, so I just take some brown and mix it with some black liner gel. The gel can't be runny on this part. We're going to line this panel and on the bottom as well. Now to make this look a little more interesting, old and rugged, rustic, I'm not going to do this perfectly, and I'm going to make it seem like the panels are old and worn. For that, we're just going to take the brown and make some little indents into it like this. That already gives a different kind of look. Now we're going to go straight down and separate each panel. So don't worry about this looking perfect because like I said, I want this to look old, like it's been underground or it was just made really quick to like bury a monster. These brushes are gold. These brushes are everything. And they help me out so much when I'm doing my line work. if you want to give it a little bit more dimension, you don't have to be this extra, but you can kind of like feather out the bottom so it could give it that look like it's raised up above the other panels. You see how it gives it just like that shadow? So this one, I wish it would have a little bit darker brown. You can add in little tiny veins so it could look a little bit darker. You don't have to do this, I'm just being anal like always. You can be extra. I think everyone here knows I'm super extra. And I'm gonna put the nails that are holding down this plank. And I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna give it a full cure for 60 seconds. So I don't always show this in my videos, but the matte top coat that I have from Beetles, if I were to apply it onto the nail as is, sometimes it drags the colors like off the nail and you can't really see the detail that I put into it. It really does like mess up the design. So what I like to do is I like to protect the design with a base coat first, cure it in the lamp, and then go in with the matte top coat. I'm going to protect the design with the base coat first. Cure that in the lamp for 60 more seconds. Now for our final layer, which is our matte coat. Pop that in the lamp for another 60 seconds, and I will show you the magical wooden coffin soon. That's pretty much all there is to this design. I feel like it's very, very effortless. I think it's easy to recreate. I hope this helped a lot of you and it answered most of your questions. If anything, just go into the comment section, ask me. I try to answer everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you try it, please show me. You could tag me on Instagram. And thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for all your questions. I love each and every one of you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.